it simple. We kill
the Bat of Gotham.
I'm Batman.
Hey now. Welcome to episode 67. I hope I'm right on that number. If not, whatever. It's 60-something. 67, the Batman on Film vlog. I am the founder of Batman on Film, Bill, Jett, Ramey. And with me today is great Pete Verra, who I unfortunately sent him a tumbler and all the damn wheels broke off. I'm sorry about that. I want to make a public apology. I am drinking a beer to celebrate the release. Well, we're going to talk about the new Batman. What are we going to call this? Is it a trailer? Is it a teaser? Is it a teaser trailer?
This is a teaser for me. It's a full-on teaser trailer. Let's just give it the best of both worlds because it's perfect. It really is in so many ways. It's just a lot of first looks, a lot of answers, a lot of questions, and it looks fantastic.
We're going to get into that. That's going to be the finale. We're actually going to watch it with you all and geek out over it. So let me just say, and I'm going to kind of give Pete the floor here. I watch I don't know. I had FanDome on my laptop all day during the whole event, and I was in and out watching certain things I wanted to see. There were some things I just didn't care about seeing. And but I think overall, that thing was awesome. And as someone who's not a fan of walking through Comic-Cons anymore, especially the one in San Diego because it's a cluster F. I wish they'd do this all the time. I hope.
Well, I don't want to go that far. I mean, look, and Ryan can attest to this. New York Comic-Con's great. I love walking through New York Comic-Con. But this gave you the ability to literally go to every panel. You can't do that at a convention because half the time you're waiting for the bathroom line anyway. So this is just it was a different experience. But I don't want cons to go away.
I don't either.
And stuff. So
what I want them, I wouldn't either. What I would like for them to do is both at the same time. Because speak of San Diego,
I still haven't checked it off my bucket list.
Stream the Hall H stuff, just like you did with this.
Oh, yes,
and even if you charge a fee to have the virtual con, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody can go to San Diego and go to Comic-Con. You know.
Well, then a few years ago, they kind of wised up a little bit, and they started they released trailers online immediately right after. Yes. Then they're saying it's better than at least having a grainy phone pic. So we'll see. Hopefully they're progressing that way, but
because I would say that even if they had a virtual option, they're still going to pack in San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, totally.
So that's beside the point, I think. And I think it's just you're opening up a new stream of income, if you put it that way. If you have a virtual choice.
Well, just on the show alone, you want to do it. I want to go to the con. So right there, it's 50-50. Yeah. It's weird, but that's a very small size.
I probably will go. I get a pass every year. I'll probably go back one more time before it's all said and done. But
I've never been, but I envision if you can do everything but Hall H. You can walk the con floor, you can meet the creatives and artist alley and stuff. Yeah. But I just figure Hall H is just its own beat.
It's nuts.
Walked in, but
luckily I've always had passes to get in to Hall H to see the Warner Brothers stuff. And my issue is I do like Comic-Cons and I do like seeing all the stuff on the floor. But at San Diego, it got to be, literally sardine can in that convention center. And it was like no fun to be there. So
I miss it. I wish I was so bummed out that New York Comic-Con already called it off. I understand it, but it's just, I miss it already.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the couple of times I went to New York Comic-Con. So that's another one I want to go back to because it's not as intense. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not as packed. It's not as, there's a great turnout for that. And that's not what I'm saying. It's just, you can enjoy. I think it's more enjoyable because you are able to walk the floor with a little bit more.
Well, you know what it really is just people in our area. people in the tri-state area, we're just used to navigating tight spaces better than I guess people on the West Coast. So we're just, it's just second nature to us.
Yes. So just go ahead and recap what you liked, enjoyed, what you thought, and I'll chime in, but kind of take the lead. What do you think?
For the most part, I watched everything except I think the Titans panel. I needed a break at that point.
Okay.
And there was one of I think the voices of Batman I didn't pay attention to, but
okay.
I had it on all day. It was on my television. I split my computer between my Apple TV and my laptop, so I was able to basically watch it on TV. But the Wonder Woman panel was great. The Wonder Woman trailer was great. Still so interested in seeing what they do with what's his name? Chris Pine's character. I forgot his name. I'm dying to see how they pull that off. I want to see how he's brought back. And most importantly, I wanted to see what Cheetah was going to look like. And I don't think they dropped the ball on that. I think she looks fantastic. It seems like Kristen Wiig kind of had like a almost like a Batman Returns Selena Kyle transformation throughout the movie, and then she goes full on Cheetah. And
is she going to be a combination of live action and CGI? The
I
actual
believe so.
Cheetah
From what
character?
I saw, she's probably got some kind of. I mean, I have no idea how they do it. They probably put her in some kind of hot neon pink suit, and she just jumped around, fighting Wonder Woman. So they probably chroma keyed it in. But, no, I mean, I wanted to see that because I didn't want it to get ruined on like a Halloween costume, So I wanted to finally see what Cheetah looked like, and it looked really fantastic. I know some people are comparing it to Cats. I've heard that a few times. I didn't get that vibe. I don't know. I didn't think Cats looked that bad anyway, to be honest. It's not my thing to begin with. But just the end when Diana, she's fighting Cheetah and she's like full Cheetah, and she looks at her and she goes, "Barbara, what did you do?" Yeah. I'm kind of like, oh wow. So it's just gonna slowly happen. Like she's gonna just, I don't know, kind of werewolf it, just transform. It's, I don't know, some point in the movie, and she's just gonna lose it totally. And the fight choreography I was really impressed with. I was impressed with the fight choreography in the first movie. And then you throw Cheetah into the element, who's probably a better fighter than Diana. She's just, lethal. So it's just interesting. It's nice to see her fight someone on her level and not really, the gods. I know me and you, we don't really, we don't like our heroes fighting gods, even though Wonder Woman is a god. But Cheetah kind of lowers it down a little bit more for as fantastical as that character is.
I liked, and I'll say this: I graduated high school in 1984, so I have a very nostalgic, the nostalgia of it actually being set that year is very interesting to me. And I know the little, the scene at the end with Chris Pine, Steve Trevor coming out and with the different outfits. Dude, I wore some of that. So I'm not going to, I laughed because I was like, okay, some people look at that and go, oh my gosh, hey, I did have a pair of parachute pants at one time.
Did you? Was that that was a thing? Okay. I'm going to learn a lot about the 80s. I was born in 86.
Yeah, it was
this stuff is over my head. So I'm looking forward to it. I did wonder how much time they spent recreating clothes from the 80s.
It's spot on with what
thrift store and
I've seen some of the publicity shots of him. He has a members only jacket on. You had to have one of those.
That was big too.
Man, I had a mullet. I did. I had a mullet. Not only did I have a mullet, Pete, I had a mullet where it was permed in the back.
Do you have a picture of this?
I gotta find one.
My favorite mullet of all time is Yager Yager, but if I could see a permed Jett mullet,
I had
it might take the cake.
It was long in the back, permed, part down the middle. With the wings. You had to have the wings feathered back in the front. Yeah.
I hope you have a picture.
I might have one. So
it's insane.
But yes, I thought that was fantastic. So go on, continue on. Well, any other highlights for you?
The Suicide Squad, both video game panels were really interesting. I know people are bummed out we didn't get a Batman.
Okay, what do you think about that?
But here's the thing: as someone, when I played the Arkham games, and then they started to do these quick side missions, we had the one with Nightwing, we had the one with Harley Quinn, we had the one with Batgirl. I was always upset I couldn't bring them into the main game, into the main city, and play with them. So this kind of solves that issue. And I know people are still, like I said, upset Batman's not in it. But if I get to be Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, and Red Hood, that sounds fun to me.
Would you be shocked if at some point
No, he's
near
totally
the end,
coming back.
Batman shows back up.
Oh no, he'll totally be back. You probably beat the game and he's a playable character. Like it'll be one of those things, which is fine. And then everybody gets what they wanted. But I think as an idea for a video game, this is a fresh idea. I'm all for it. I love Nightwing. I'd love to play Nightwing in a game that's not part of a fight simulation. So
is this a sequel to Arkham Knight, or is it a soft reboot? Or
I'm not really sure where it falls in video game continuity. Is probably not my expertise. I bet you Ryan Haas is right now shaking his head because I don't know this answer. I guarantee he does.
Because it seems like it's after Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
But there's the Red Hood and all that. I don't know. So anyway, I thought
if it is great, whatever. I'm just excited for a new game, to be brutally honest.
I thought it was going to be a sequel to Arkham Origins. I think a lot of people assume that. But
just from the trailer, it looked like you can customize the way the character looks. So if you played Injustice 2, I believe they let you do. I think Injustice in general, you can throughout the game you can customize the character based on like performance. They give you rewards and stuff. So that's a cool little aspect for you if you want to do that. Because I remember at one point Robin had like a full Red Hood.
Okay.
On, so that's interesting.
I thought, and the Suicide.
At some points he didn't have a cape. It was just so you could tell.
I thought the Suicide Squad panel was fantastic. You could tell those guys had a lot of fun making that movie. That was my
I was talking about the Suicide Squad game, but yes, no,
the game,
too. The game that looks like fun too. Like I have no problem with that. I know it's a weird concept, killing our heroes. We are fans of the hero first, not the villain. But I don't mind it. It gives me a game with characters I like. I mean, I love playing with Harley Quinn, so I'm all for that. Deadshot was interesting. I didn't dig how Deadshot was kind of floating around like Firefly. I kind of found that a little weird. I was with you on that. But I was more excited for Gotham Knights. Both games excite me, but Gotham Knights I'm definitely way more into. If I had to pick one between the two, I'd pick that. But
all right.
I probably will pick both of them.
Okay. And then the Suicide Squad panel, like I just mentioned, I thought the movie.
Yeah. That was fun too. And we finally find out who Idris Elba is playing. Yeah. Which it almost kind of, it's weird.
I thought he was going to be Bronze Tiger, for so long.
I did too. Yeah. I really did. Especially since like the movie comes out right in front of like Suicide Squad Hell to Pay was an anime movie. And I feel like they do a lot of like testing on animation with audiences first. Yeah. And he was in that. But I'm excited for this. I mean, I love Idris as an actor. So I couldn't wait. I mean, I love him in Office, Prometheus.
I like the fact that looks like they just went balls out.
I think a lot of these characters are going to die way more than the first.
And just what the fuck? Let's put Polka Dot Man in here.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, we could have had Crazy Quilt in this.
They could. Well, there's always room for another one. There's always a sequel in the works. But
some people think it's a bit I've been doing for years. But
no, you like Crazy Quilt.
I would really.
Dude, I like Harold. Harold. Like how many people know about Harold?
Yeah.
I just did a shout out to the Batman Book Club and Ryan Lauer.
Yeah.
We just did a show on the Penguin Affair, features Harold. But like everyone loves obscure characters. Yeah. It's fantastic.
But they look like they look like they had a blast making that movie. The Flash. I was waiting for them to say something about Michael Keaton. I was hoping they would say something about Michael Keaton.
They got the concept art.
I was hoping Michael Keaton was going to like just pop up, and then they showed the concept art with the Danny Elfman theme playing, and I was like, "Fucking A, man!"
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to have Keaton back under the cowl. And then the movie just takes more twists and turns. Affleck's going to be in that movie too. And then they gave us a little tease of Barry Allen's new suit, and just really exciting for it to happen.
I like it. It looks way more the Flashy-ish. Is that a good term? Less the armored type look. He had.
I didn't mind the armored look. I got it, but I remember the early rumors that at some point Bruce Wayne in Justice League was going to give Barry a new suit. So we'll see.
And is it the Ben Affleck Batman that does the suit, or is it the Michael Keaton Batman that gives him the new suit? I just
Yeah, I mean, just all the twists and turns, and I'm excited to.
I know Keaton. I know Keaton's role is significant, and he will continue on after the Flash. Affleck, of course, I think it's more of an extended cameo, kind of a conduit into the whole changing of the Flash gonna fuck shit
passing
up,
of the torch, or I guess.
yeah.
Is it really passing of the torch when you pass to the guy who did it first?
Well, that brings this up. You've got.
It's all full circle now.
I thought the Multiverse 101 panel was great. I thought.
I'll say that it was
Walter Hamada was awesome.
Yeah, because
awesome.
when I heard that, I just expected the generic multiverse conversation, but Hamada. There's two things that I took out of it. One, that Hamada was definitive on what takes place where, and everyone is really focused on Batman being in the second year of his operation. Mm-hmm. That it's not the Batman, Matt Reeves' the Batman. That it's not an origin tale. It's not an aged Batman. It's right at the beginning. So
yes,
that's what I.
And he talked about how the HBO Max Gotham Central show is going to be during year one, so it's going to be before the Batman. But the Batman is going to be out there, in his very first year. I want, that's a whole other conversation, how much, if we'll even see Batman in that show. But it's also interesting that he also talked about how Matt Reeves is like leading the Batman verse, and it has a bunch of cool things planned. So, like, apparently there's going to be a Catwoman show as well on HBO Max, and sequels.
I got things to say about Catwoman.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And then so I'll let you speak to it because I didn't watch. What do you think of the Justice League?
It looked.
I did see the trailer. I will say that.
It was fine. It was Q&A with Zach and a couple of the cast members, but they handpicked their questions and everything. It was nothing groundbreaking, but it is nice when fans get a chance to interact with their heroes on screen. So it was a cute little moment. We learned that the Snyder Cut will be released in 4 1-hour parts.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
And then at some point he says they're trying to get I believe a distribution of a single cut. So I don't know if that's going to be a hard copy or digital only, but it looks like you're going to be able to get it both ways. But it will be, I believe it will be released in 4 1-hour parts.
Yeah. He's on the record. Yeah, go ahead.
Whether they do that, I don't know how HBO Max is going to do it. Are they going to just knock off for a week, or are they going to stretch this out to every Sunday at 7:30 is part 1 of the Snyder Cut, part 2, part 3, part 4? Because then
I would do it like that if it was me, but I mean,
because if he was going to do this, I'd say just release the 4-hour movie because I want to watch it. I want to watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
because just like me, it looked good. As someone who enjoys BVS a lot and really likes BVS, I'm sure I'll like this more than the theatrical cut. And it looked to have a lot of Snyder's just, what's it called?
It's if you like
his trademark mark moves and everything.
I
want to know what was unwatchable. That's why I want to watch it in a 4-hour sitting. I want to see, because to me it looks like it's a Zack Snyder superhero movie. So it's you guys knew what you were expecting when you signed him. So what was so unwatchable about this? And that's the most interesting part.
I've said this. There's 2 sides to that pancake.
Yeah.
If they were that disappointed in BVS, which they were, I said I would have pulled Superman Lives and just shut Justice League down and regrouped.
I kind of agree with you. I'd rather have that. But it's weird. Now we've gotten these 2 movies out of this one movie. So is that kind of the best case scenario? I don't know. It's been a weird road to get here because I feel like there's been a lot of bickering and a lot of toxicity, and
only thing I will say
right, and it's
I'm gonna say one thing about that the Zack Snyder Justice League. I like Saturday morning cartoons. I grew up watching Saturday morning cartoons. I grew up watching the Super Friends. So that's all I got. Anyway, so anyway, I thought it was all great. So let's get to I put on Twitter, I had an analogy. I said, if DC FanDome is a classic rock concert or classic rock music festival, the Batman they're the fucking Rolling Stones. They're closing the show down. There ain't nobody gonna follow the Rolling Stones. I don't care. I don't care if it's Deep Purple.
As he deserves to be.
I don't care if it's Ozzy. I don't care.
Zeppelin?
Well, if
I got one on you.
If Zeppelin would ever, well, see, the Rolling Stones still tour. I was thinking in terms of bands who still tour.
Okay.
Now you got me on a Zeppelin thing because I would love for.
I mean, who doesn't love Zeppelin? Come on.
For Robert Plant and them to get back together, and get Jason Bonham on drums, play for his dad, and go. But apparently, it's. I just had a brain meltdown. God, the lead singer, Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant. What am I thinking here?
I'm sorry.
I think Plant's holding that one up. But you get me on a whole different deal. I was thinking in terms of.
Hey, we got good music in this trailer, though. I mean, you know, you want to talk about all-time bands? We got one in this. We got one in the trailer. This one's from Ricky Joe Shoe.
Did anybody check? Everybody check out iTunes music sales and see if that song's been downloaded.
Oh man, I mean, that song's been downloaded for years.
Yes.
There's not an album of theirs I don't have, and it's
I'm an Nirvana guy, so
never thought they'd ever intersect.
That was great. So anyway, let's talk about the Batman.
I'm ready. That's what I've been here. You've been stalling.
I wanted to give it. I wanted to give everyone your thoughts mostly about FanDome, and I wanted to say I thought it was a success. So let's go ahead and watch. Let's watch the son of a bitch and react, and then we'll talk about it. Is that cool?
I'm ready.
All right. I'm ready to roll. So you got yours up, Pete?
I'm up.
All right. And 3, 2, 1, play. The tape being pulled off and the logos reacting to it is pretty cool.
I was not expecting this for the Riddler, and I'm really impressed. I don't know what he came up with, but it's striking. This shot's great.
Yeah. Is Batman following Gordon?
I think this is them walking into a crime scene having a conversation.
Who?
Nice.
I love Gordon's voice.
Yes.
And then watching him come forward.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who that is.
Right there.
Yeah. Alfred.
I love this. He's on the motorcycle. He's doing detective work.
Yes.
You're becoming quite a celebrity.
Being a hero.
Why is he writing to you?
Catwoman.
She looks great.
Penguin.
Oswald looks amazing.
Are justice. Please do not lie.
I've got chills right now. I do.
What is the price for your blind eye?
The hell are you supposed to be?
That's an ass whipping.
That's a good fight. That was a real good fight. I'm really excited for the fight choreography.
This is
great. Reminds me of Ben.
Batmobile. Wow.
Whoa! This guy's crazy.
I love the way the logo forms at the end too.
Oh, this is awesome right here.
You're part of this too. How am I part of this? You'll see.
That's pretty clever right there in the date.
I like the question marks. That's what's so great about the Riddler is he has a logo that can go toe to toe with Batman's in being recognized, and it's great for marketing because you see a question mark.
I've got chills right now, Pete. I do.
Oh, it's
just
so good.
watching that again. I get
vibes of Seven, but then like watching the Riddler, I almost want to compare just the mask, and I'm like leather. I think of like Leatherface, and he looks almost like I was expecting something more animated series like with a suit and bolt. This is totally fresh.
Is there a little bit of
twisted and psychotic?
Is there some Silence of the Lambs type vibe here?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting maniac, serial
but
killer.
seven, Zodiac.
Yeah.
Matt Reeves mentioned, he mentioned Chinatown.
Yeah, remember Chinatown? That's one of my.
He
favorite.
mentioned Batman Ego,
Mhm.
which I hinted at, and it's like maybe Bruce is also. Well, he's young. He's in year 2. He's not even
figuring this out.
He's not fully formed Batman. He's also
No.
not fully formed Bruce Wayne yet.
It was interesting to see him so involved with the police.
Yeah,
he's in a, we get a little bit of that in Dark Knight with the interrogation scene, but he's surrounded by cops in multiple. He's
the FBI. Yeah,
the FBI. You see those jackets,
it's like their acquisition. This giving deference to him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be a detective story. It's going to be a murder mystery.
And I love how grounded it is. It's not.
I said
fantastical.
I said it.
That's what's so great about solo Batman.
I said, don't be surprised if it's more grounded in the Nolan films. And people are like, how can you be more grounded in the Nolan films? Well, did you see this?
He just did it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's completely different. I mean, wow. I just blown away. I mean, that's what
just the suit, when you finally see him and he takes those like 2 steps forward after the shot of Gordon, like he looked, and Paul Herman has said this many times, and I got to give him credit for it, seeing the suit in motion in film instead of like leaked pictures and sets, all that crap. But to see him walk around, then you get a good look of him with the brief fight of Catwoman. He can move, and his mobility and the cowl. Like I always thought his ears were like weird and thin, but it all pays off. He looks fantastic.
The suit, he's got, Robert Pattinson has got it down how to move in that suit, because you can see it, you know what I mean, Pete? It moves.
Yeah, well, even just
it moves, and
he's wearing pants.
Yeah,
he's not wearing rubber leggings.
Yeah.
Like he can move. Like, so when he's doing that, like when he raises from like that squat after she like tries to kick him or something.
Yeah,
like it's very fluid, because even when he's in the beginning, when he takes, you see his feet walking, he's wearing like combat boots. So it's very Bermejo grounded as well.
And it's very much, I mean, and I get it. And a lot of people are disappointed that it's not a polished suit, but it's something that he's put together himself.
And Reeves said that during his panel interview. He said, I wanted it to look like he made this.
Yes.
So, that's more grounded than Nolan, because Bale didn't even make his suit.
No,
it was already made for him. And I found it.
When I saw the camera test, the first, I said, it's a suit that he has put together, because you could see the stitching on the cowl, and it's not made cheap. I'm sure that stuff has cost a lot of money to make, but it's made to look like he built it from scratch, and I think that's brilliant.
And that quick shot of the cave we got, it looks like it's literally underneath a bridge.
Yeah,
as the song goes, something in the way. But and we heard Alfred's voice. Alfred always the voice of reason.
Yeah.
It seemed to hit so many notes. I mean, Gordon, Bruce, Batman, the villains, and it was wonderful. We saw the car looks good. I mean, Oswald looked fantastic. I
was going to bring up what did you think about the Penguin look, man?
You know me. You know I love Penguin. You know me. I love Penguin. I do. And this looks like straight out like post No Man's Land and on.
How different from Batman Returns and from
it's so different
from Batman, Burgess Meredith, and even
this is tradition. This
even
is the
Gotham
Penguin as we know him.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he looks like a freaking gangster. That's what he looks like.
He does. I mean, Colin Farrell. I mean, the makeup job they did on him. He is unrecognizable.
We almost said, yes,
unrecognizable, unbelievable.
You can probably just see the excitement I have. I am so excited.
I'm pumped. I thought that was great. And then Zoe as Catwoman.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway, I thought did a fantastic job.
I love her as Catwoman.
She really moved like Catwoman. Yeah. And I think Zoe's doing very similar.
But it's a different take on the character. It's still Catwoman. It's still Selena. Yeah. But it's a different.
The way she moves.
Yes. And it's, and he even said, Matt Reeves said that she's not fully formed Catwoman yet.
Yeah, this is the beginning of a new era in Gotham, really.
Yeah.
transitional period, so to
Yeah.
speak, for both Batman on film and this version of Gotham City. So it's going to be fun to watch this Batman grow, and
It will.
It's very similar
Yeah.
to kind of, I'm getting vibes of like Begins and Dark Knight. BVS and Justice League, that was an established Batman, 20 years in. Well, we're going back to the beginning of a Batman who's trying to figure things out, and that's really interesting to me.
And we saw that a little bit in I love Batman Begins, my favorite Batman movie to date. And we saw a Batman figuring his way out in Begins, but we missed, I think we missed this part of that, somewhere between Batman Begins and Dark Knight, year and a half, whatever it is, 2 years. We missed that year 2 aspect of Batman's career. And no complaint I'm not complaining because the Dark Knight trilogy is fantastic, but
you just wanted more of it.
Just the mood, the vibe.
Yeah.
I'm writing a recap of the Matt Reeves panel, and I wrote, he filmed 25% of this film has been filmed. Okay. And he was able to set the tone and show us what this movie is all about. And 3/4 of the film has not even been done yet.
If I'm not mistaken, we did not see any John Turturro in that teaser.
No.
So,
no.
I mean, he's playing Falcone. I imagine Falcone's a big part of the story as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's more there. I'm happy for what we got, because everything I've asked for since this pandemic has happened to kind of hold me over, kind of like give me something good in this time of bad, has been finally answered with this trailer, from Oswald to Selena to just everything. And I can't say enough good things about it, other than it's just like I feel like we are in such good hands with Matt Reeves.
That was
his vision of Gotham City and Batman.
Speaking of it being the final act, the closing act, the headliner, that was a fucking mic drop, dude. That panel was a mic drop. That video is a mic drop. It's just fantastic. My son is in the Air Force. He's overseas, and he got up in the middle of the night. He's in Africa somewhere. Can't say exactly where. Secret. But he's overseas and he's in Africa. He's up and he's messaging me on Facebook, going, oh my God. He goes, I woke up just for this. And
everyone who saw it says the same thing, and everyone's very excited for this. It's really it started. FanDome started off with a bang with Wonder Woman, and it ended with a bang that was just as big in Batman.
I'm with you, and that's a good way to finish this. The only other thing I will add is that I will ask you, what did you think about the logo and the Jim Lee rendering, the Jim Lee FanDome, the Batman image that he drew? That was
I thought it was great. Yeah. I mean, Jim Lee can never draw bad. He doesn't do bad artwork. It's just anything the man draws is already worth framing and putting on a wall. So just add that to the collage of highlights for Jim Lee. But I loved it. I thought it was great. I'm
going to say this, but I'm whispering. I got those images and I had them blown up into 12 by 18 posters. I'm gonna put them on the office.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm excited to put those up, and I love the logo, and I loved. And,
I can't wait to see an official poster. Now I'm getting greedy.
And I saw. I remember the other day when the little patent image came out of the logo, and everybody freaked out and oh my God, it looks like shit. Blah blah blah. I said, hold on, it's not in context. Wait till you see it in a publicity shot of some sort, and by gosh, they have it in that poster.
Now it's everybody's phone back.
It looks like a bat's wings, man. It's awesome. Yeah. It is.
I thought it looked fine when they released it.
I did too. I said it looks like the logo on his chest. So
put it on a t-shirt, I'll buy it.
Yes.
$20.
They have DC Shop has the Batman gear already. I got to get me one already. I looked it up. You on Amazon too. They have it. All right. So here we go. That's Peter. Anything you want to? You did a show last night, right? So you want to plug that?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, on social media at Pete Illustrated. Follow my show, Straight Outta Gotham, that I co-host with Eric Holzman, straight_O_G. Follow our YouTube channel, Straight Outta Gotham. We're starting to do live streams and stuff, and we're starting to do a little bit more fun stuff and just try to expand our creativity. But
awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Just follow us, give us a shout out, give us a like, give us a dislike. Haters are welcome. And just remember, the Batman is coming.
The Batman is coming. Yes. All right. You can follow me on Twitter at Batman on Film. Check out our coverage of DC FanDome. I give it a thumbs up. I loved it. Like I said, I'll keep doing it. Do another one next year. If you go to Comic-Cons, stream them too. Have an option for people to buy a virtual way to go to the con. So that's all I got. So I'm Bill, and this is Pete. We are Batman on Film, and we'll catch you next time. And with the dadgum original, yes.